Lewis Hamilton hints at extending retirement plan as he eyes TWO Schumacher records is hunting a sixth world title this year, which would take him to just one behind the legendary German. However, there is also another target set in the Brit's mind. The 33-year-old has won 53 F1 races over a 12-year career heading into this weekend's Chinese Grand Prix. But before he retires, Hamilton will try to eclipse the 91 Schumacher accomplished before he called time on his illustrious career. "I still feel young, I'm still enjoying it, and I feel like I'm driving better than ever," Hamilton told Axe Alta Racing. "Let's see how far that goes." When people bring it up that I've equaled Michael's qualifying times, the amount of poles for example, that was very strange for me. What he achieved, and he is so far ahead on titles and race wins, so right now I'm just trying to focus on the present. Hamilton also revealed his primary goal in F1 was to match Ayrton Senna's Hall of Trophies. "Honestly, it's catching Schumacher's record, never been a focus of mine," he added. "My focus as a kid, Ayrton Senna, was the one for me. He is the guy that I felt like I related to. I wanted to do something like him." "I had equal to him a couple of years ago, which was weird. Still today doesn't feel real, but I'm back on the fifth now. It is crazy because once I got to Formula 1 I was thinking how great would it be to win a world championship. And then you get the one and it's almost like because Michael Schumacher had 7, you had to have multiple." Next news: Fernando Alonso reveals what he will make decision on future after F1 return hints. Alonso is currently gearing up for next month's Indianapolis 500 as he seeks to win the final race of the Triple Crown set. But he has maintained close ties to the world of F1 he left behind last year after yet another disappointing season. Is an ambassador for McLaren, who are providing the car for his exploits on the other side of the Atlantic. And he has even tested for them in order to help develop the car Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz are driving in 2019. Alonso has been tipped to return to one day, having dropped a series of hints over a potential comeback. The Spaniard has put the likes of Mercedes and Ferrari on red alert by revealing he would drive for a top team. He's also pointed to F1 veteran, 2 years his elder, to prove time is still on his side. Alonso is willing to keep his fans waiting his decision though, with a time frame having been set by the 37-year-old. "At the moment I am focusing on Spa, Indianapolis and Le Mans, and until July I will not consider anything about the future," Alonso said. Alonso will turn his attention to winning the 24 Hours of Le Mans once again after competing in the Spa 6 Hours endurance race and Indianapolis 500 in May. However, he has suggested he will only race in one series in 2020, with supporters hoping that will be F1. "The idea is not to change around so many times, because you lose the perfection you need to succeed in a great specialty," Alonso said. Alonso's retirement from F1 and the decision to axe Stoffel Vandoorne opened the door for Norris and Sainz at McLaren. And it is Norris who has grabbed the opportunity with both hands, finishing in 12th and 6th at the first 2 races of the season respectively. The young Brit will be looking to make an impression once again when the Chinese Grand Prix takes place on Sunday. Sainz, meanwhile, will simply be hoping to complete the race, having recorded 2 did not finishes so far this year. Next news: Lewis Hamilton, Toto Wolff raises Ferrari concerns ahead of Chinese Grand Prix. Mercedes boss Toto Wolff has guided his team to 2 wins from the opening 2 races of the season. But he feels Ferrari have substantially better power and are stronger on the straights. Hamilton's driving ability alone is good enough to make up some of the gap to Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc. However, it may not be enough to keep the Italian team behind his W10. We expected them to be strong in Melbourne after what we've seen in terms of pace in Barcelona testing, Wolff told ESPN. So Melbourne was more the surprise than Bahrain actually. Bahrain was very strong. For Ferrari, straight-line performance is unbelievable. The power they have displayed is unmatched by anybody. There was, I think in qualifying, 5/10 on the straights only. That is really difficult to compete with. It's not the drag. It's never one silver bullet or one simple action, but the drag levels we have calculated would have been 0.1s maybe in difference. So we have to get used to this level of performance, in my opinion, and see Melbourne as the outlier. Mercedes are 22 points above Ferrari in the Constructors' Championship. The prancing horse were struck by a severe power failure in Bahrain last time out, which cost Leclerc a maiden career victory. And the issue is so rare it took Ferrari mechanics days to figure it out. Anomaly. Following the race, the Scuderia Ferrari mission winner technicians and engineers traced the fault on the car to a short circuit within an injection system control unit, Ferrari said in a statement. This type of problem had never been seen before on the component in question. Next news: Lewis Hamilton makes Formula E revelation. Mercedes star comments on F1 future. The Mercedes star has started the 2019 F1 season well, winning last time out in Bahrain and finishing second in the Australian Grand Prix before that. Hamilton admits he is still enjoying the sport but hasn't ruled out a move to Formula E when he gets a bit older. The Brit also commented on Fernando Alonso leaving F1 for a different challenge. He told, "That is something I have kind of been debating. Up until now it has always been about Formula 1. But I just drove an old DTM car today, which I really loved. I rarely get to a track these days and have some fun, so that experience was extraordinary. It was so cool driving my 2015 car and then the 196. It was a unique experience. Being that I have been racing since I was 8 years old, I am going to have massive withdrawal symptoms, like every driver has when they stop racing, when Formula 1 stops for me. There are other things to do. I guess there are other series I could do. Fernando Alonso is doing IndyCar and Kimi Räikkönen still pushing the boundaries. I actually grew up in the same era as Gary Paffett. He is a little bit older than me and he is now racing in Formula E, and that is now going to be the future. So, who knows, in the future that's maybe an area where I can use my skills, but as you get older, it is more challenging to find the motivation to stay focused and you have to find something you love. I am pretty sure I will always love cars, and for now I am going to try and stay in Formula 1. So long as I stay focused and fit, I will carry on driving the best that I can. We'll look to make it back-to-back wins this weekend at the Chinese Grand Prix. He will face stiff competition from both Ferrari and Red Bull though. Last year's race was won by Daniel Ricciardo, who has since left Red Bull for Renault. Thank you for watching the video. Be sure to share and subscribe to your channel to get the latest sports news around the world. Wished health and success. Goodbye.